In 2015, a small orphanage in Detroit became the center of a terrifying mystery. Children were dying one by one, and no one knew why. At first, authorities believed it was just a tragic coincidence. But when detectives uncovered the chilling truth, all signs pointed to an 11-year-old boy. A boy with no name. Who was he? And how did he manage to commit crimes that baffled even the most experienced investigators? Watch until the end to uncover the full story. Don't forget to like and comment. What would you have done if you were the detective? In a quiet part of Detroit stood Light of Hope, a small private orphanage founded in the 1980s. It was home to about 20 children, most abandoned at hospitals, police stations, or simply left on the streets. But in September 2015, something went terribly wrong. It started with 8-year-old Sarah. One morning, she suddenly collapsed during breakfast and was pronounced dead before paramedics arrived. The cause? Sudden cardiac failure. A week later, 10-year-old Brian was found lifeless in his bed. Cause of death? Respiratory failure in his sleep. At first, social services investigated, but found nothing suspicious. The staff had clean records, the food was tested, and there was no sign of abuse. It all seemed like a horrible coincidence. But then, 5-year-old Lauren died under similar circumstances. By then, panic spread through the orphanage. The doors were locked, visits were restricted, and new admissions were halted. But the deaths continued. By October, the police stepped in. Detective Adam Gardner took charge of the case, reviewing medical records, surveillance footage, and staff backgrounds. Nothing stood out. When the 4th child died, the police ordered exhumations. The autopsies revealed something shocking. All the children had traces of arsenic in their systems. Someone was poisoning them. Investigators focused on the staff first, the caretakers, the cook, even the janitor. No one had a motive or suspicious history. Then Detective Gardner noticed something strange on security footage. One boy, 11-year-old Ethan, always sat alone during meals. He rarely ate, but he always watched the other children. And on the night of the last poisoning, when a child complained of stomach pain, Ethan smirked. That was enough for police to take him in for questioning. Ethan had no birth records. He was left at the orphanage as an infant. No name, no family, no history. The staff had named him Ethan. He never spoke about his past, and the other kids avoided him. During interrogation, he sat completely silent for hours. No fear, no emotion, no confusion, just staring. But when he thought he was alone in the room, he whispered something chilling. "I just wanted to be the only one they loved." When police searched his belongings, they found a hidden vial of liquid arsenic. Tests showed that he had been slowly poisoning the other children over several months. Why? A psychiatric evaluation revealed that Ethan had severe attachment issues. He believed that if all the other children were gone, the caretakers would finally love only him. Despite his young age, he was declared mentally competent to stand trial. The court sentenced him to a high-security juvenile detention center. The orphanage was shut down permanently.